Welcome everyone into our Friday walkthrough as West Virginia gets set to take on the Cowboys of Oklahoma State along with Coach Dwight Wallace. I'm Tony Caridi. You know, this will be the fourth time that the two teams have played since joining the Big 12 Conference. You know what, Coach Wallace? This has turned out to be a really interesting game year in and year out.
Yeah, it really has. Both teams, I think, are developing. They're all trying to make another run at it. The Cowboys have kind of been there once, and they know what it's about. We're trying to get there. But, you know, you got similar skill sets, I think. We've got some pretty good talent. They've got good talent.
Second week in a row that West Virginia is going to face a quarterback that comes in playing with a great deal of confidence. Last week it was Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, and this week it is Mason Rudolph, who is undefeated as a starter. Big, strong kid. He does not have the ability to run around the pocket like Mayfield does, but strong, big, physical guy. He can whip the ball around. Yeah,
he's more the prototype passer, I think, but he's not the guy that's going to pull it down and just dazzle you, run for 50 or 60 yards, which we were a little concerned last week. That's the one threat that we did have. We had to make sure that we did contain Mayfield. But I think this week, a little bit more, we can focus on trying to find him in the pocket, see if we can't get some pass rush.
As much as what goes on out on this field, as far as the X's and O's, there's also the big, huge mental aspect of every football game. And obviously for West Virginia, it's been a rough week in that Carl Joseph was injured and is out for the season. You've been in a lot of these types of situations. How do you rally a team to say, hey, we have to move on?
Well, I think you just say next man up. I mean, you just have to. That's why we practice. It's like we have backups. We have second team, third team guys. And they've got to practice with the mentality that they're going to be there, because they all will be at some point. So I think it's one of those things. It's next man up. I also think you go back in a week like this and look at where were we last week. You know, we played an Oklahoma team that checked all the boxes. I mean, that was a good football team, and yet we had 27 first downs. We held them 2 of 11 on third down. We had 86 plays to their 58 or whatever they had. We had time of possession. We had a lot of good things happen, but we had a couple corrections we have to make, and so we'll see how the week went.
It should be interesting. West Virginia and the Cowboys, they'll kick it off at 7 o'clock. We invite you to join us on the Mountaineer Sports Network radio side beginning at 3:30. Along with Coach Wallace, I'm Tony Caridi. Thanks for being with us on the Friday Walkthrough.